Spark a conversation, verbal elation, stimulation, education. This is Menage with the MaryJayneMaven. When we on the air, it's always a lituation. Might talk about some litigation, might talk about some immigration, might talk about some politics, but never talking nonsense. Yes, we on in the slide. Watch and listen, it's a vibe. Watch it while you getting high, or you can listen while you drive. Just don't forget to subscribe.
Roll up. Trying to get high.
Welcome to Menage with the MaryJayneMaven podcast with your host, the MaryJayneMaven. I am the producer, the hubby. Follow us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Show us some love and click that subscribe button now. Don't forget to click the bell so you get notifications and click the like button on the videos.
And now, your host.
All right, guys. So I am super excited about our second holiday gift guide business entrepreneur. This queen is just a wealth full of talent and information and really inspiration. So you're going to get a few different things here today, and it's anything that she has to offer will make a very thoughtful and beneficial to your health and wellness. It'll make a great gift for either yourself or for your loved ones. So I do want to go ahead and introduce you to our second holiday gift guide business, and that is Herbn Body tea here. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. So welcome back. I know I'm sure, a lot of my subscribers are tuning into this here. And if you guys recall, she was definitely on one of my favorite pussy power episodes of Menage with the MaryJayneMaven. And I'm telling you, the vibes, the vibes in that studio that night were just overpowering. So welcome back. And thank you so much for being on our gift guide here. Yes, no problem. So why don't we just jump right in? What is it that you will be offering or that you would suggest out of your mini line of products for people to look into? They can contact you for any of them, but I know that you have some special information to share with us. So why don't you go ahead and jump right into it and get everybody informed and get them just like salivating to go ahead and want to purchase some of your items for their holiday gifts.
Oh, yes. Okay. So definitely starting off by saying hi to everyone. Peace and love and light. Thank you all for tuning in. I thank you in advance for watching afterwards. And so, again, I'm Herbn Body. My name is Marquita Herrera. I'm the founder of Herbn Body. And so I want to start off and I want to show you the flaxseed oil. A lot of people are not aware of this oil, benefits of the oil, and I really want to take this time to express that because I feel like it's important. So a little history, just a small smidget history is it's been around for 6,000 years. So
wow,
if it's been around for 6,000 years, then I think that says a lot.
Right?
A whole
right? Yeah, I think it's built up its reputation, and its validity there in 6,000 years.
Exactly.
Decades upon decades here, guys.
And so to start it off, it's really known for a high rich source of omega-3s. And so we all know a lot of people depend on fish oil for, omega-3 sources. But it turns out that with fish oil, fish meat, it comes with a lot of saturated fat, cholesterol, and toxic contaminants due to water pollution. And it also has, it doesn't carry a lot of fiber. And it usually comes from fish that are farmed and contains a lot of high heavy metal. So, you know, a lot of people are not aware. You just think fish oil is fish oil, but I mean, it's coming from an animal. So how healthy do you really think that is for you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, that's a
So
good point.
with that being said, it's flaxseed oil, or the seed itself, is also known as the richest source of lignans, which is polyphenol found in plants, which is a micronutrients. The lignans can help lower heart disease. It can help with menopause symptoms. It helps with osteoporosis and
Oh,
breast cancer.
oh, wow.
So, I mean, that's big in itself. Like, that's really, really big. And a lot of people are completely unaware of it. And for those who are, they just don't have enough faith in real plant-based herbal medicine. So
Yes.
it's sad to see. It's really sad to see. But it's like, you know, if you really put your faith into this medicine like you do these toxic medicines,
Hmm.
then you would see the results. You know, if you make the commitment, you'll see the results.
And I know we
So
talked about this.
next up,
Well, I remember us talking about it when you
yeah.
came on the podcast before, that
Mhm.
we have to start looking back to how our ancestors, everything that they did, and
Exactly.
and I know some people go, well, they didn't live long. They lived to like 30. Well, that was the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're going back to, the
Right.
Egyptian ages and things like
Right.
that, like, of course, that, that was the beginning of humanity. And so, of course,
Right.
but
Right.
we
Look where we
have
are with technology and medicine today.
yeah, yeah. And how do you feel about, for example, I was talking to a friend of mine and he was saying that like tofu is not as healthy as people, tout it to be, because it
It's
is
not.
yeah. So I didn't realize that. I thought that it was, because he asked me, he goes, well, how does tofu grow? And I was like, isn't it like soybean something? And I realized at that point, I didn't even know what it
How
is,
it grows, where it comes
yeah,
from.
yeah.
And so,
So,
and you know what kills me is because a lot of people have like, okay, so a lot of people have adopted into Dr. Sebi.
mhm.
And so it's like if you've adopted into Dr. Sebi, then you should know what he said about tofu, and which is tofu is it's not real. It's got all kinds of plastic and contaminants. It's bull. It's
Mm,
not real. They put you like it's real, but it's not real. If you do the real research on it, you're gonna find that tofu is way, way out of character for our bodies.
mm.
Nowhere near anything we should be absorbing, as well as soy. Soy is extremely bad, and people don't even have an idea about that. But that's another story
And
in itself.
and see, and I know for someone
It's
like myself, that has an
right.
central nervous system disorder,
Mhm.
illness. I don't like to say, or anything like that. Multiple
Right.
sclerosis. It probably doesn't do very well for
Mm.
people like that, because of like inflammation and things like that. So,
Exactly.
oh, that's interesting. So with your flaxseed oil, for example, I would think that that would do very well for somebody with multiple sclerosis. I would think that that would very much help
Exactly.
inflammation. And okay, that's fantastic.
Yes,
So,
you are on point. So, with that being said, it's again, it's known for being the richest source of omega-3s and lignans. And so with those two components being the richest source in the flaxseed oil, it gives it a tremendous amount of um, help with, disorders and diseases. And so, yeah, 60% omega-3s.
wow,
Tongue tied. So
wow.
it's very high. It's very, very high. And actually, our risk rate, I saw it was 70% high. It weighs in between 60 to 70% higher in omega-3s than any other form of fish oil or any other omega-3 that you see. Yeah, fish oil is only 30 to 40%.
So
And
would you
so
suggest that
flaxseed
somebody
oil,
takes it like just off the spoon every day, like just take a helping cook with it? How would you suggest it would be best?
so with the dosage, and this is everyday use. And also children as young as 4 years old can take this as well.
Okay.
So They are children young to teenage years could take anywhere from 1 to 2 teaspoons a day, and they can take 1 to 2 capsules a day, per, depending on size and weight of that child. With an
Mm-hmm.
adult, you are able to take anywhere from that 1 teaspoon, anywhere to 2 tablespoons, whatever you want, twice a day,
Okay.
just twice a day.
Okay.
As far as the capsules, men are allowed to take 1,600 milligrams twice. Women, we can take 1,100 milligrams twice a day. And with keeping it going, taking it like you're supposed to, you'll start to see the diseases or the disorders, whichever you have an issue with. You'll start to see it, reduce, reduce, reduce. And so, to put out the benefits, to talk about it, there's a host of things. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
get started. We have it clears skin, so it helps with acne,
Oh.
and it helps. Yeah, and that's a biggie. It helps to improve skin tone, which is another big issue that a lot of people have. It prevents skin cancer. So I would say it's something that you can put on and go out in the sun with, be, assured that you're going to suffer any type of,
Uh-huh.
UV ray damage or anything like that. You have it reduces dark circles. So, a lot of us women have the dark circle issue going on, which I do myself.
Yeah.
Not as bad lately, I will say, since I've changed and I've been using this, it's not as bad at all. And from here, you would be able to see my dark circles.
Yeah. I mean, and that
So,
for me right now, and especially in this year, hormones and, our hormones
Oh, yes.
change, and they
Oh,
change
yes.
so drastically. And I think being in the house this year and wearing a mask, like I'm having skin issues that I've never had before. And I'm definitely noticing
Because we're not getting the sun.
Yeah. So the discoloration, the uneven skin tone, just more breakouts.
Right.
And they're not the traditional pimple, but they would definitely fall in the acne, category. So yeah, that you got me sold. I'm like, this is a gift for myself. Santa needs to bring that to me. But yeah.
And it's like, when you think about it, we've been locked in February, March. So our skin is going crazy because that usual couple of months we would have in summer in the sun, our skin absorbing that, giving us the nutrients we need. Okay, but we're locked in the house away from that. So it takes away from everything. I notice people are getting light skinned, more lighter than what they would naturally be. And so, and people probably notice this. So it plays a lot. It plays a lot into the skin. It also is, of course, an anti-ager, and it reduces risk. So another plus for us women. And so, also with the hair, it promotes hair growth. You guys, when I did that first podcast on your show, these were like up here, and now you see they're down here.
Wow.
And so it like dandruff and psoriasis of the scalp. A lot of people have that issue, and I mean a lot of people. So it's really, really, really a big help with that, with those two issues. Of course, with alopecia as well, it helps to stimulate follicles for the issues that you have with alopecia.
Wow.
Strengthens the nails, grows the nails. It aids in weight loss. And of course, you could use chia seeds just like you use flax seeds. So as far as weight loss, it's an as needed thing. It actually suppresses your appetite.
Yes,
So
I
then
have it.
also,
It's a triple, it's like flaxseed oil. I mean, it's like it is flax seeds. Oh my God, why am I drawing a blank? It's like an omega-3 mix of the three different, I can't remember right now. It's not the cannabis, guys. It's, it's a couple of nights with like inappropriate sleep, probably. But I like sprinkle it on my salad when I make my shakes and smoothies. I just put it right in there. So that's another way to get it. But I think that having it in the form of an oil like that is just so much more. I want to say it's easier for that part, but it's easier for people to make it a routine. When you have it like that.
Yeah, definitely. Because maybe a lot of people don't know that you can take that oil and do that.
Yeah, you could just take it.
You can
know,
turn
you
it
could
into a salad dressing.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. So if you missed your dosage, if you didn't, want to take it off the spoonful for that day, go ahead
Exactly.
and whip it up with some,
And throw
some
it right
lemon.
in.
That is
Is
fantastic.
that and even the seed itself, if you were just to take if you were to ground up seeds and take some in a pill form that way, you still get the same benefit. It also helps with vision, ocular health. So it helps to clear the vision, any eye problems you have, maybe cataracts, things of that nature. It helps with our digestive system, which is also another biggie as far as it helps to
Huge.
clean out intestines. And we all know, like, the foods we eat is not do nothing but build up in your intestines, and later down the line,
most health problems start in the gut. Like, people don't realize that.
Exactly.
If your chemistry's off and your probiotics, all that, if everything's in a tizzy, that just manifests itself in so many other ways.
Exactly.
So I don't think people relate high blood pressure or heart issues to actually starting in your stomach, which is also why it's so bad to have visceral fat. You can have a flatter stomach or not be carrying a lot of your weight in your midsection, but underneath, around your all of your organs, you have it just built up, and people don't realize that. So that's super important. I mean, this, guys, is just as, like, the benefits of it are endless, just like cannabis. Can you see? You see the connection?
It really is
what
crazy.
Mother Nature provides to us.
Yep. And so, of course, it boosts the immune system, and on top of boosting the immune system, it also helps to lower cholesterol, and it also helps us with the menstrual, which, a lot of women deal with that too again. It actually relieves PMS symptoms. So you have your heavy cramps, you have the heavy bleeding, everything horrible we go through with that. It relieves, and it also regulates your menstrual. Like, it really regulates, have it on point. So that's a biggie for women alone that you should look into, the fact that it regulates your menstrual, especially if you're trying to conceive a child. You definitely want to stay on top of that.
Or if you just completed, if you're done, having kids, we always need to kind of reset our body, and from in all aspects. But
whether we want to admit it or not, menopause is the next thing up. So it's like, prep yourself now so that you don't have to deal so much with that in the future.
Yes. I mean, because I'm not looking forward to the hot flashes and all that, not looking forward. I feel like, when you hit that age, you should just be enjoying life. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, you've gone through 60 years of bullshit, pretty much, and the ups and downs. And you should just be able to be living your best life. And why not do that in the best optimum health? So this item would make a great gift for grandparents, for parents, for aunts, for uncles, for those that need to start making those health changes. This is a good way to do it. And it's easy, and it's not intimidating. You're not telling them to, like, completely overhaul their eating, which that should be part of the what happens. But that's baby steps.
And that's the thing, like, it's so simple. Like, you don't have to full on stop eating meat or full on dive into vegetables. This stuff to help aid you. Like, there's people who don't, like, they eat crappy all day, but they don't even think, hey, let me just take this supplement to, fill in the missing vitamins or minerals I may have missed out on. So a lot of people don't understand, it's not that you have to change your diet, but at least add something that's going to help, help you amongst all the bull that you're eating. It never, ever, it won't fail you. It won't fail you. It only helps you more until you're ready to make the change in your diet.
We all have vices. We all have things that we like to do. We all have vices and things that we like to do. And I was just, telling hubby, I said, as we get a little older, we, it's not like we're slowing down on some of those things, but we do need to counteract, the fact that maybe
Yes.
a couple
Yeah.
of days we will have an all-nighter, and maybe we're enjoying some
Exactly.
libations. So we need to be able
Yep.
to counteract that, or at least provide ourselves some of the nutrients and the supplements.
Replenish.
Yes, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So I know that you have
Definitely.
a full
And so
product line
also,
of things that can help out, but that that goes with the
oh yeah.
flaxseed oil. But go ahead. I don't want to interrupt. You have so much information for us,
Oh no.
and I'm
Oh, yeah.
loving it. So
And so, and also too, to point out, being that you said that, I'm also offering, there's a 1-day trial that comes with the flaxseed of my sea moss, my super moss capsules. And if you want to know about the super moss capsules, definitely feel free to hit up my page and read the benefits on that too. Just a little short note on those. They definitely come with more than sea moss. It's not just sea moss. A lot of people think my pills have just sea moss, but it's not. It has all 3 components with the bladder wrack, the burdock root, and the sea moss. It has some other components that I put in there too, but I won't disclose unless you buy some.
yes,
So
girl, look,
there's
don't tell
that one.
anybody. Don't tell anybody your secret.
Yeah,
Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola will not tell anybody theirs.
there you go.
Same thing,
No, they
bathe
won't.
yourself and protect your
But I
recipe.
just know that it's going to help out.
Yes,
So
yes.
okay, and so with the flaxseed, it also a biggie too is heart health, cardiovascular health, and which is something that my father right now is going through. And so this is definitely something that I want to put out there to help maybe save other people's parents' lives or save your own life. So with that being said, you
Isn't it
have
trippy
the
that we're at the
ligaments.
point where our parents are, going through health issues? I mean, same way with
Yes.
my dad. In the past year, he's had gout. He high blood pressure. I'm looking at his medications, and I'm like, Dad, you're taking all these? He's like, oh, not all the time. And I'm like, wait, there's like 6. Like you're taking, what I'm saying? Like you have to be taking some of these daily. I know how medicine works. And I started
Right.
talking to him. I was like, you should really look into CBD. You should really look into, some other things. So the more you keep saying things, I keep getting ideas for like, oh, I should get that for a mother-in-law. I should get that for my mom.
Exactly.
And now that you mentioned that, I think it would be great to, as a gift for my dad as well. And
Very much so.
yeah, if you're going through something like that, if your parents are at the age now where they're starting to, deal with health issues and, their generation, it's an older generation. It's like our grandparents that are going, I don't want big pharma anymore. They're the ones that are looking and are a little more open to making changes and alternatives. Our parents are still kind of right in the middle of that. They kind of do what the doctors say for the most part. So being able to foster and initiate, some changes and some things that are going to be beneficial for them, it's a great way to do it. A holiday gift. So I love that. So yeah, I think it's great that you provide the CMOS pills. And so once you're done, I would love for you to talk a little bit more about that. And and I have a question asking, do you grow your own? The other things that you add to it, like the other supplements or the other herbs or whatever they are. So I'll just put that out there now because I don't want to forget, but go right ahead.
Definitely, yes. Like that's been a big goal of mine, is definitely growing my own herbs to provide, in which I do. I have my own garden, so a majority of the herbs that I deal with, I provide from my own garden, or I deal with other herbalists that provides the herbs as well. So, but my ultimate goal is to really have my own, herbal medicine garden. Like that's my real ultimate goal. With that being said, with the flaxseed, getting back to the heart issue, it also helps to prevent the plaque deposits in the heart and the arteries.
Mm-hmm.
So it helps the plaque. It helps stop the plaque from building in the arteries, and it helps by keeping the white blood cells from sticking to the blood vessels, and the inner lining in the blood vessels. It also protects blood vessels from inflammatory damage. So we deal with a lot of a lot of damage in the vessels of the heart that nobody ever really pays attention to or thinks about. We just always think it's just the heart itself, but the aorta, the vessels that ties into it, are a biggie too. And if you don't keep those valves clear, then it causes all those inflammation backups
Yeah.
and health problems that you have in the future, which is again
And
my dad is going through.
leads to something my husband was just writing me notes saying, my mom needs this because she has several stents.
Mhm.
And she's within the last 6 months has
Mm.
been in the hospital 3 times.
Wow.
And has had to have stents replaced, new ones put in, and has had difficulty. And a lot. And the very first time she had a heart issue was when he and I first got together, and that was 2001. So that's 19 years of it continuing and more plaque being built up. So
Right.
they don't look for it unless there's a reason to look for it.
There you go.
And so with you having something like the flaxseed, you're doing preventive work,
Exactly.
and maybe, and I believe, I'm not an expert, but I would think because of its benefits, it probably is able to reverse some of the plaque buildup,
Yep.
as well as preventing any new. So, I mean, you guys, the benefits of it are just every
Mind
time
blowing.
she says something, it goes from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, inside and out, where you can
Right.
benefit from. Yeah.
Exactly. Now, another thing I really want to point out is that it not only helps control hypertension, which is blood pressure, it also helps to control diabetes, type 2 diabetes, which I know those two are a very big issue in our community, very
Mhm.
big. But the real big thing I want to point out is the cancer. It is
Mm.
very beneficial to people who have cancer. And I'm trying to stress this as much as I can stress it, but with people who deal with chemotherapy, it
Mhm.
protects, because we all know that's radiation. So it protects us alone from that radiation, but people who deal with the chemotherapy, when they take this, the replenishment, the relief, everything that it does, it gives you back. It brings you all the way back to life
Mm.
from the life that
Mm.
chemo takes from you. And
Yeah.
so it also helps with all types of cancer. You have the breast cancer, you have prostate cancer, you have colon cancer. This oil
Wow.
covers, and it's actually proven studies that shows like extremely high that it does. It fights it, it prevents it, and it basically, I don't want to say cure because they have a problem with us using that word cure, but it does. It does. It will cure you. It can cure you of cancer if you use it like supposed to. Keep your diet,
Mhm.
make changes. It can. It can.
Yeah. And I wholeheartedly believe in that. I mean, that's the same passion that I believe in the power of cannabis.
Mhm.
And they don't want us to be self-educated and realize what is here for us. What, like,
Mhm.
it's so simple. Like, the answers are there, or
Exactly.
the treatments, the cures are there. I know, like you said, they don't like to use that word. That's because they
Right.
don't want anybody to get cured, because then
Exactly.
their pockets are going to get really light. Um,
Exactly.
I mean, everybody, unfortunately, some way, somehow knows somebody that's afflicted
Exactly.
with that, and it seems like it is just kind of running rampant in the past couple of years.
Yep.
And, you know, we have to be responsible for the eradication of illnesses and things like that. We
Exactly.
can't just completely count on the powers that be, or pharma or government or anybody else to,
Yep.
to provide those treatments or those cures. So it's so powerful to have women like you that are purposed,
Right.
and are playing the part of what so many, matriarchs in our ancestry, those positions that were held in our communities and in our tribes back then.
Right.
There was always somebody who was educated on how to utilize what nature gave us to
Mhm.
cure and to live better. And you are definitely just living a manifestation of that today. And I
I
feel
am
blessed. I know I
trying.
said this, when you were on before, and it's just, it's just, it's
Mhm.
overflowing with the gratitude that I feel for being able to know you and for the information that you provide. And
Right.
people, and I feel like if you become a customer, which people should, whether you go ahead and you purchase some of this for holiday gifts and any of her other
Right.
product line, I do, want to shout out the popcorn. You guys, she has little treats for you as well.
Oh,
Little
yes.
sweet treats. Yes, so she has what
We'll
you
have
think
some of that
you
coming too.
need. She has it. Yes. So you become a customer of hers and you look at the reviews that she receives, and
Mhm.
it's all in those reviews. It's all in the words and the changes that you're making for people and that you're helping to initiate for
Mhm.
people. So yeah, I am so happy that you are part of this holiday gift guide, and you're also a brand that I'm always sharing your stories. You're one that I
And I
will
am happy to be a part.
just to get the message out. Get the message out. So yes, what else do you have to share with us as far as what people can
Um,
purchase?
I have also, okay, so again, I have the sea moss capsules. I also have bath salts. I have, what else do I have? Teas coming. I also have herbal teas coming. I've been doing a lot of research on the herbs. So my teas, I keep telling people they're coming, which they are. I just don't want to put out any type of tea. And like I stressed before, you could end up killing somebody. So
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
want to make sure that I get stuff right for that.
yeah.
I have skin creams, and skin cream that I have now actually dedicated to helping people with, real skin problems. Again, your eczema, your psoriasis, your roseas, any type of rash issues. I have that. Um, I'll be putting out body glitter again. I did that. That was nice. It went well. I'll definitely be doing that
Oh,
again. But for the most part, my main focus are these capsules. I really, really want to get more herbal supplements going, because, like I said, a lot of people don't know that these herbs really do work like medicine. I mean,
mhm,
a lot of
mhm.
people don't even know that these pharmaceuticals are stealing components from these herbs and making their own death pill, if you ask me,
And
and
making
giving it to you,
synthetic
saying, "Hey,
forms. Yeah, and making synthetic
exactly,
forms. And
exactly,
it's very simple. If you can't read the word, on the back of the label,
that's,
then do you really want to put that in your body?
you shouldn't be taking it."
Um, you know,
Exactly. You shouldn't
um,
take it. You should not take it.
yeah, yeah. So do you make like skin soaps or that help to treat some of the
So
problem? Okay.
I'm
I would like to
actually,
suggest that you make some for me, please.
yeah, no, I'm actually I'm actually working on that now. Me and my significant other, we have put together a black soap formula that we're working on,
Nice.
and we're blending that with some flaxseed as well. So there's some things that I got, little niches I'm working out with the soap. Because again, I'm not into just making money. I'm
Mhm.
into really trying to put out product that really does help people in whatever it is that they need help in. So I know a lot of people like to pressure and say, "Oh, I need this, I need this, I need this,"
Mhm,
but
mhm, mhm.
I have to take my time with this stuff because I don't want to mess up my name and I don't want to injure anybody or cause any type of problems to anybody. So just know that this stuff is coming. I got the soaps coming, I have the teas coming, I have the herbal supplements coming. It's just patience because this
I'm
stuff is
excited. I'm
and
excited because I can see a
I'm
basket,
super excited.
of your product. So,
Mhm,
next holiday gift guide, you're going to just
mhm,
have, okay, guys, here's my basket, of different
mhm.
things that you can go ahead and purchase.
Oh yeah.
And,
Oh yeah.
when you follow her on her Instagram, which I hope you guys all do, because like I said, I hope that you all become customers, especially for the upcoming holidays.
Very happy.
Um, and it's for any time. It doesn't have to be holiday. If that's somebody that you care about and you want to help improve their health and wellness, then she has something for you. But she is somebody that doesn't just, like she says, it's not about the money. She's motivated by purpose and passion, and she lives the lifestyle. So, like I said, if you follow her on her
Exactly.
Instagram, you'll see that she grows her own herbs. She grows her own, vegetables and fruit. And I've learned some recipes from her and learned some, techniques. And it's very
All of it.
motivating. And, as a community, as Black people, we
Mhm.
are we're in a movement right now. There's so many things that are shifting, in our consciousness and us being mindful and taking care of ourselves and going back to what's natural and what is really embedded in us. It's in our DNA. We're going back to that, and what how you live your life is something that we all should be, striving to do. And like you said, not everybody is perfect and not everybody's going to be able to,
I'm not
but your standard, but balance, in everything. So
it is.
Yeah.
It's about focus. It's about balance. It's about putting forth the effort and the things that you want. And it's just, you're going to always have doubters. You're going to always have non-believers. You're going to have all the negatives against you in anything that you're doing, whether it's a business, whether it's changing your health, whether it's anything that you want to do positive. You're going to always have that pushback, but you just got to, got to stand strong in what you believe in and what you want to do and what you're aiming for. And, you'll take off like a rocket ship. I mean, I did not think for 1 second that I would be getting any of this attention that I'm getting now. Even with the CMOS spills, I had no clue that they would take off the way that they have. But the reviews speak loudly. And so it's just like, that is more fuel for me to keep helping my people, doing whatever I can. Whether people believe it's true or not, it's whatever. That's not the point to prove. I'm just going to keep making my mark in this world the best way I can until
that's where you're getting
Most
rich.
High.
Like you said, it's not about the monetary, but that's where you're getting rich. You're getting rich, your riches, and you're getting, that through what you're doing. And like I said, it's purposed. When you are doing what you're supposed to do in the universe, it just feels right. And it becomes, second nature. And it's, like I said, it's great to see your growth from when you were on the, the podcast. What was that, a year ago or beginning of this year? No, a year ago, right? Yeah. So the end of, so it's almost a year. Yeah. So coming in January, actually. So to see your growth, because there's a lot of people that, especially in this year, they've taken this downtime to become entrepreneurs. And so you've seen people that are coming out with CMOS, and our next person that's going to be on the holiday gift guide, she has like 7 different things going on. She has CMOS, she's helping you get snatched. She has, beauty products and whatnot. But that's what you're supposed to do, is make sure that you have multiple streams of income, but that you're doing something that you're happy about and that you feel is, exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
Because I know. Oh no, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, because I know that a lot of people looked at coronavirus as, a total devil destroyer this year, but to be honest, it actually opened a lot of doors for a lot of people. It made a lot of people sit down and actually find to start that business or to clean out the house or to get closer with your kids or, just anything different. It gave us more time. I know we lost a lot of people, but in between that, people have to realize that it brought you close to something. It brought you close to you being more independent, or it brought you more closer to God. It brought you more closer to more positive than negative. If you feed on the negatives, then this year was pretty messed up for everybody. But if you feed on the positives, then this year was a big door opener for a lot of people.
And that's what the message was. And you guys can go back. I've said it before. I will say it again. I'm going to have hubby like spliced in the times that I've said it, but I said it. I said, you guys, let's look at this as a time that the universe is saying, look, you guys don't have it. You guys are fucking shit up right now. So sit down. Let me go ahead and take care of it. And the whole purpose of it, like you said, it definitely, we've lost people. And it's been scary and people are going through hard times. But how many people are now entrepreneurs, or at least doing what they've said that they wanted to do, but never had the time to?
Or closer together, more tighter bond with the family. Yes.
I mean, I know there's some quarantine thickness going on. I know everybody's maybe gained a little some LBs, but there is some positive things happening, whether your mental wellness is better, your relationships better. I mean, I know that there's going to be lots of corona babies.
Yes, there is.
Born in the next few months. That's a blessing. So
Exactly.
I love having you. I could talk to you forever,
Yes.
but I definitely want to encourage people to contact you. We will have all your information. Of course, you can contact her through Instagram. And do you want to go ahead and just kind of give your information really quickly, how people can get in contact with you to place orders or, to ask some questions so that you can help guide them to the right product?
Yeah, definitely. You could definitely find me right now. You can find me on Instagram at Herbn Body. I'm just Herbn Body. My email is herbnbodyt@gmail.com. You can make orders right now. I'm currently working on the website. So as of now, I'm taking all orders through my Instagram, through DM. You can feel free to email me, but I'm more active on Instagram. So feel free to place your orders through there. I accept Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. I do deliveries if you're local. Shipping again, it's free, $50 and over spent. Other than that, it's only $9. It's cheap. My total everything is affordable. Like everything that I have is affordable. I make it affordable at any way possible. I get it to you any way possible. So again, if you want to find me, you can find me on Instagram at Herbn Body.
Great. And would you mind sharing the flaxseed oil, the cost on that, if, in case anybody is like, let me see if I have enough in my Christmas budget?
And so it's an 8-ounce bottle. And again, it comes with a 1-day free trial of the sea moss pills. And it's offered at $20. Just $20.
Okay.
So it's not a killer at all. And again, if anyone were to follow and DM me today, you would get this with free shipping. So
fantastic. Well, I know what I'm getting. Like I said, my mother-in-law, my mom, my dad, they're all getting the same thing. But thank you so much for your time. I mean, I feel so empowered, and that's what education does for you. So thank you so much for, coming on and not just showing the product, but really giving people, the background on it. And you guys definitely get out there, get in contact with her, get that, that order in. What would be the latest time that someone would be able to place an order if they wanted to get it to somebody by Christmas? You say by like 18,
I say
15, probably.
Yeah, because it depends on your area. I mean, my shipping is pretty fast. It usually takes about 1 to 3 days.
Okay.
5 is if you're like real far off, maybe in another country or something like that. But usually in state, it's only taking maybe 1 to 3. Like I said, maybe 5, depending on how far you are from California. So,
give yourself a cushion. We know how, the UPS and United States Postal Service can be around this time of year, guys. So just give yourself some time. But if you are within, the Bay Area, and to Sacramento, maybe do a meetup, if that's something that works for you as well.
Because I've even recently shipped off some product to Alameda, and I believe she got hers within the next day or two. So again, it comes fast.
Perfect. So everybody that I know, they're right within this area, so they'll get that, very quickly. Well, once again, I can't thank you enough. I am so grateful.
I can't thank you enough.
No, I think you are a great addition to our holiday gift guide. It was without question that I knew that I was going to get in contact with you. And I'm happy that you had something so special for us to be able to share. And thank you so much. Happy holidays, and just stay safe during this time. I know you stay at home, and I know you stay safe. And I will be in contact definitely so much. So you guys, we have all the information. Hit her up on Instagram. That's going to be where perfect gifts. All right. So you take care. Thank you so much.
All right, hon. Thank you. Have a good night.
Joke. All right. So love it. That was just, like I said, a wealth of information. The holiday gift guide, the whole purpose of it is just the wellness, improving the quality of your life, elevating it. I believe in that through cannabis, and I'm going to provide you with other ways to improve that through other products and brands and services. And that's what this holiday gift guide is about. So the Maven Marketplace, it's a Lituation holiday gift guide. We have another very special strong queen coming up, and you guys are gonna love it.